If I wanted to make $1,000 a day trading, I would not start by asking, how can I make $1,000 today? That is how most beginners get trapped. They focus on the money first. Then they force trades. They increase lot size. They chase the market. And one bad day can destroy their account. So if my goal was $1,000 a day, I would start with a different question. What kind of trader do I need to become to make that possible? Because $1,000 a day is not just a profit target. It requires skill. It requires capital. It requires emotional control. And most importantly, it requires risk management. The first thing I would do is build consistency before size. A lot of traders want big profit before they have small discipline. That does not work. If you cannot follow your rules with small money, you will not follow them with big money. So I would start by proving that my strategy works. Not for one trade, not for one lucky week, but over many trades. I would track my wins. I would track my losses. I would track my emotions. I would ask myself, did I follow my plan? Did I enter with confirmation? Did I use a stop loss? Did I risk the right amount? Because before I try to make $1,000 a day, I need to know I can trade properly. The second thing I would do is stop looking for random setups. I would focus on one clean strategy, one market, one session, one type of setup. Most beginners lose because they try to trade everything: forex, crypto, stocks, gold, indices, every chart, every signal, every time frame. That creates confusion. If I wanted serious results, I would simplify everything. I would choose one market. I would study how it moves. I would learn the best time to trade it. I would wait for my setup. And if my setup does not appear, I would not trade. Because making $1,000 a day does not mean trading all day. It means waiting for high-quality trades. The third thing I would do is focus on risk first, not profit. Risk first. If a trader only thinks about profit, they will usually risk too much. But if a trader controls risk, they can survive long enough to improve. I would never let one trade ruin my day. I would never let one loss turn into revenge trading. I would set a daily loss limit. For example, if I lose a certain amount, I stop trading for the day. No excuses, no revenge, no trying to win it back. Because the goal is not to win every day. The goal is to protect the account so I can trade again tomorrow. The fourth thing I would do is match my goal with my account size. This is where many traders get unrealistic. Trying to make $1,000 a day from a tiny account usually leads to gambling. If your account is small, your first goal should be building skill, not forcing huge profits. To make $1,000 a day with proper risk, you usually need enough capital. Because if the account is too small, you will feel forced to over-leverage. And over-leverage is how accounts disappear. So I would grow in stages. First, become consistent. Then increase capital slowly. Then increase position size carefully. Not emotionally. Not after one big win. Not after one loss. Only when the data proves I am ready. The fifth thing I would do is journal every trade. A trading journal is not optional. It shows the truth. It shows if I am actually following my plan or just guessing. I would write down why I entered, where I placed my stop loss, where I took profit, what I felt during the trade, and whether the trade followed my rules. After 30 or 50 trades, patterns will appear. Maybe I lose when I enter too early. Maybe I lose when I trade during low volume. Maybe I win more when I wait for a retest. The journal tells me what to fix. Without a journal, I am just repeating mistakes. The final thing I would do is treat trading like a business, not a lottery ticket. A business has rules. A business protects capital. A business tracks performance. A business does not take random risks because of emotions. That is how I would approach a $1,000 per day goal, not by chasing money, but by building a repeatable system, clear strategy, proper risk, daily loss limit, trade journal, patience, and enough capital to make the goal realistic. So if you want to make $1,000 a day trading, Do not ask only how to make the money. Ask yourself, can I stay disciplined? Can I follow one setup? Can I accept losses? Can I avoid revenge trading? Can I protect my account? Because the money is the result. The real work is becoming the trader who can earn it and keep it.